Welcome to Wisdom of the World. Today I'm going to tell a Creole story from Martinique. It's about when you don't feel like being kind and thoughtful that day. The story is called A Pumpkin Seed, and it goes like this. Once upon a time in Martinique, there was an old lady. This old lady, despite the many wrinkles in her face, despite the suffering of old age, in spite of the stings of ingratitude that she experienced, and even loneliness sometimes, this lady was just all heart. Some people are like that. They're just good. Wherever they look, it feels like they're spreading tenderness all around. This lady lived in a straw hut. She was broke up the creek. She had nothing. The only valuable she had was a small bottle of camphorated rum that she used, for her bones and aches that she had. Now, this lady only ate watercress. She had no money, she had nothing. So she ate watercress one day, the next day, every day. And in that sense, you could say she was famine's best friend. Now, one day, this lady who was very weak, even too weak she liked this sort of crabfish that you can find in Martinique, but she had no strength to find it. So one day when she was bending down to pick her daily watercress, she saw a little bird. That was not a colibri, it was not a robin, it was not a yellow warbler, it was not a blackbird, it's a bird she had never seen. Bird had no name. So that bird was wounded. And immediately she took that bird in her arms. She gave it the wound, a bit of that camphorated rum, and she just took care of that sick bird. Even at night, the bird would just sleep cuddled up to her cheek. And so every day she just nurtured that little bird back to health. She ate watercress when she felt a little bit of hungry every day until the baby bird was better. When the bird was better, she brought the bird back to exactly the place where she had found it. And we waited, and she saw the little bird take off, fly away. And then she went back to her hut, to her usual life of sorrows, to which she now added the sorrow of the bird that had left her. So she didn't see from the bird for many, many weeks. But then all of a sudden she felt like a little wing touching her head, and she looked, and that was that bird. And the bird dropped a little pumpkin seed right down on the ground. And so the old lady took it and, nurtured it, gave it water every day, and took such good care of it. And that little seed became bigger. It grew in no time. First sprouted up, then the stalk, then the leaves, then the flowers, and then finally the fruit. Now, beautiful, pumpkin seeds, big pumpkin. And she picked it from the pumpkin vine, like if babies would grow on vines, you would pick them like that. And then she brought him to her table, and she was really looking forward, and she cut it open. And then there was a readily cooked meal inside that pumpkin. There was meat in there was some sauce in there, it was spiced, it was delicious. And she ate one mouthful, two mouthfuls, three mouthfuls full, and then actually she was totally full because that diet of watercress had shrunk her stomach so bad that it was only a memory of itself. The lady didn't want to waste anything, so she took all the leftovers to her friend who lived next door. And that friend also didn't have very much. She had one plant that she also guarded very closely, and she shared the food with that neighbor. And every day, a new pumpkin was grown on that vine, that plant that she had. So her famine days were over. She ate and she got strong again. And as much as that friend, her friend, the neighbor, benefited from all her kindness, that friend schemed and schemed and schemed. She was bug-eyed with jealousy. So she thought, what that lady has done, I can also do that. So she went and she looked everywhere, and she couldn't find any bird that needed healing. So she got a little stone and threw it at that type of bird. And then, of course, the bird fell down, and the lady, took it, put it on a dirty rag, gave it some water, and, went to sleep. And even the next day, she was in such a hurry, she threw the bird already in the air, and the bird, sort of still with half a wing hurt, flew off. And then the lady kept waiting to see whether the bird would come back. And it did. It did come back, also with a pumpkin seed. And so this lady again also put down this pumpkin seed, and then finally when it grew up and the first fruit came out, she sat down. She was already licking her lips. This was going to be a delicious meal. But then she opened it, and out came snakes, spiders, lizards, all thinking erroneously that she was their mother. So they all lumped and they jumped on her. And that lady put one hand to her head, left on her heels, and she ran away as fast as her legs could carry her. Nobody knows how she got on board, but somehow she sailed away on a wind and never came back. If you have any comments on this story or suggestions for another one, I'm happy to hear them. Thank you.